But before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on that bell notification so you know when we upload. Hey guys, welcome to a special edition of Rugby Heads, brought to you by the Pig Athletic Club, where we cover all things in the world of rugby. This episode is all things R360, the new proposed Rebel Rugby competition. There's already been heaps of chat from both rugby codes, and we're going to throw some more unbacked theories to the Taro Vines. But first, please welcome my co-panelists for today, the Rain Man of Random Rugby Facts, Alfonso Horomia, and the Buzz Rossfield of Rugby Union, and retired white fui Ryan Farini.
How you going, fellas?
Welcome, boys. Now, I want to start with, are you guys for or against this rugby competition? But I'll state a few facts before you guys start. This competition includes 8 teams, and 8 men's teams and 4 women's teams. The league is to be played in a Grand Prix style format around the world, and the proposed franchises are like London, Miami, Tokyo, Dubai, Boston, Cape Town, Lisbon, and Madrid. The league is reportedly receiving interest and being backed by the English Premier League, soccer, Formula One, and the NFL. According to Sky Sports, some pre-contracts were worth up to 1.5 million Australian dollars, and players from both Rugby Union and Rugby League are being targeted. Start with you, Freddie. Are you for or against this R360 competition?
Well, not like my little buddy over here over my left shoulder. I'm for it, mate. It's time for change. There's nothing better than watching these old dinosaurs get absolutely fucking, they're just bamboozled. They don't know what to do. Obviously, Buzz, dudes like that, they don't like change. He's freaking out. Blandy's just freaking out. 10-year bans they want to hand out. No, man, I'm all for it. At the end of the day, I just love seeing league panic. They've been throwing shade for long enough, boys, where, it's our time. Our game is in the mouths of the people. Rugby 360's Rugby Union. It is fun watching them scramble, mate. I tell you what, it's It's a big change. It's like your accent at the moment, Johnny. I really appreciate it, bro. He's got a bit of a twang at the moment. He's got all these new words you were saying before you got on there, Fonz, and mate, I'm pumped.
All right, Frenny's for it. He thinks it's going to make rugby great again, like his hat says. Fonz, are you for or against?
I am following Frenny, absolutely for it. Panic stations. Those bloody, you know how I feel about Joe Rugby, those bloody cowards? Absolutely panic stations. You can't tell me that this is a made-up tournament out of Peter V'landys and then come out a week later saying 10-year bans.
Yeah, bro.
I know what's worse. Being on drugs and crashing cars while not having a license. Worse than the 10 years that they're dishing out.
I'll tell you what's worse than that. Peter Blandy's suit.
You know what? I've never ever seen league panic like this, ever.
Yeah, me neither.
I've never ever seen them. They are worried, big time.
But they're not the only ones panicking.
They're worried.
They're not the only ones panicking. Like Frenny said, Sydney Morning Herald reported that the NRL has announced a 10-year ban for players and agents negotiating with R360, and Rugby Australia, including as well as other 7 top rugby nations, have collectively came out and said that players playing in the R360 will not be eligible for national selection. Do you think the Rugby Australia and the other top nations are jumping the gun?
I reckon it's a bit silly.
Yep.
I was listening to the
Big
Coco
time.
ones today, the potty, and I was just saying, like Gitz was saying, mate, we're selecting from other countries now. It's not going to clash the international season. They're giving them the green light to go play for their countries. So if anything, let them go. Let them, cash in a bit before they retire. It frees up a bit of cash for our boys back home. I did speak to someone today saying they don't want to make it sort of a golden oldie, so there's sort of like an age limit of people they get, so we want to get them in their prime. I just think it's different. Some people hate change, and I just think it's good for our game. It is good for union, man. It'd be good to get some league talent over and just see them play and play their trade in union as well, because I think there's a lot of boys out there, and it just opened their eyes. Like, it won't be the first or last bunch of leagueies coming over after this. I think the floodgates are open. I reckon they just need to, be a bit of a hybrid sort of setup and talk to each other, and 2-year contracts here, 2-year contracts here, and it'll probably just be shorter contracts, and if anything, it'll probably be a bit more ruthless. That people are going to have to perform, maybe even in the NRL or whatever. Otherwise, they'll just get binned, and they can go somewhere else. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm sort of saying, I'm sort of rambling on here.
No, the friends again spot on. What surprises me is Australian rugby that's supporting with the other countries. I think Australian rugby's got a perfect opportunity here to pick some of these players that might come from league in time for
exactly.
Rugby World Cup.
Sure.
I think the more the merrier, if you ask me. I mean,
we get over there.
You just have to look at the NRL. We are, and not just him. There's obviously other guys, but man, how good would it be if we get an extra, 20, 30 players that they could pick from?
Yeah.
I don't think it matters that they've 360 French top 40 in Japan. They're all undermining Super Rugby, so why not just let them make their money and still pick them?
Yeah.
I don't see the issue at all. But this is like a perfect opportunity for Australian rugby right now. And you're absolutely right. Status quo, they do not like change. I don't know why we keep going with the same old every year. Think outside the box. Why are we fighting against them? Well, how about we work together where they have our players and can still utilize them in some sort of way?
Yeah.
That's the way I look.
Yeah, you can't tell me Les Kiss taking over is not going to pick Payne Haas or I don't know, whoever from rugby league. I don't really watch it, but whoever's playing well in this competition and they're eligible for Australia. So you can't tell me they're not going to do it. So maybe it's just this initial one where I don't know if these countries are probably wanting a bit of cashola from the R360, because they've made up excuses like, they don't know whether the comps, the funding, the money made from the comp's going to go back to any grassroots rugby, where I don't know if they've worried about that when players are going to France or going to Japan. They've worried about the grassroots.
Excuse me. Worry about if it goes to grassroots. Grassroots paying for fucking Rugby Australia's bills, man. Like we have been for fucking how long?
Yep.
When our boy QC was
100%.
running around at South, we're paying for him to do that.
True.
So talking about grassroots, what the fuck have respectfully? It isn't a grassroots system. It's top down.
Yeah.
NRL is a grassroots system. So that's a bit of a fucking weird thing to say, if I'm honest.
Now, do you think this competition's going to last? Sevens is sort of taken a massive dip, and it's sort of going to be a similar thing, but it's going to be franchises. So it won't be countries; it's going to be franchises. I'm sure they're going to work more on the sort of game day experience. Do you guys see this lasting a long time? This competition?
What do you reckon? Is Live Golf still going?
Yeah, I think it's getting bigger.
right.
Yeah.
Well, there
Absolutely.
you go.
Live Golf is.
There you go. That's your answer. It's going to
the only thing that's in the way right now is World Rugby to sanction this. If this gets sanctioned, it's all go, and Rugby League know this. That's why this is a huge threat. But like 100% what Freeney's saying. Like, where would you rather live, Port Moresby or Dubai? I know where I want to live. Wouldn't be Port Moresby, that's for sure.
That's for fucking sure, mate. Mate, but that's a thing. With, like you said, the amount of players that will come over then, and it would be dumb for Australia to sort of blacklist or blackball these guys at the moment, especially with the World Cup coming up. So if they let it slide and just adapt, and maybe we can get some good talent over here.
Yeah.
The league is just absolutely it's pretty hectic. I reckon it's actually pretty hectic. But I did hear been listening to a lot of Kiwi podcasts lately too. It will probably kill the NPC.
Yeah.
I mean, that would get fucking pizzled. That would get pillaged from R360, I'd say.
Now, picture yourselves as franchise owners. Money's not an issue. What 3 athletes are on your hit list? Top 3 athletes.
All right, I'd take Peter Steph to Toy,
Okay, yeah.
DuPont,
You bastard.
those two. Yeah, and I'd need a 10. So it'd be Richie Mwanga.
Richie Mo'unga. Okay.
This would be my 3 players. 9, 10, 7.
Oh. Mine would be Nathan Cleary.
Oh,
Reece Walsh. and Payne Haas, probably.
Payne Haas. Big 3 from NRL. I've gone a bit different. I would have gone NFL, one of the biggest sports in the world. I would have gone one of them big running backs who's sort of just come down from their peak. So someone like Derrick Henry, he's already getting bulk millions in the NFL, but it's when they're sort of past their peak, there's a lot of competition coming up. I'd get him, and similar to like the NFL International Pathways program, I'll document his transition into rugby, and sort of, you want more eyes, and America, that's where all the eyes and all the corporate dollars are. DuPont, you guys already said DuPont, best 9 in the world, and that will get the French market. And then my smoky one is the Argentinian winger, Rodrigo Isgro. He can play, but I'd be getting him for simply
Ooh.
just thirst traps. Get all the aunties on board so he won't be wearing a shirt anytime in front of the media. So that'll be my 3. But I want one more, last one. I want to push back 10 or 20 years ago. If this competition came, what NRL player are you getting?
The Pearl, Steve Renouf.
Oh, he would kill it in
Dell.
Union. Oh.
Big Dell and Alfie Langer, mate, just for after parties.
Fuck.
More songs, let's go.
The whole team would get arrested in Dubai.
And the Johns brothers.
Fonz, did you even run rugby league? You got any from 10 or 20 years ago?
Well, I used to like it. Minicello, I used to like it. Fullback for the Roosters.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Mark.
What a player he was. Him.
Great English, mate.
And
Hands
Oh.
down.
yeah, GI. Oh, GI, he was dangerous as well. Him. And even Jared Hayne in his prime before
True.
all of that stuff come out.
Yeah, yeah. So if you're watching, let us know who you would pick and your thoughts on R360. That was the episode. Any shout outs, boys?
Nah, shout out to you, man. Shout out to your weight loss journey. Shout out to you just hanging on to the Australian accent as hard as you could. There was a few yars and stuff going on, and man, I'm proud of you, man. Leave the love, bro. You've done well.
Thanks,
you look
mate.
good. You look great.
And Fonz?
Just a shout out to a good mate of mine, his 30th on the weekend, Isaac Vines. Caught up with him. Can't wait to get to Fiji, play for the Drua.
Yeah.
And his other mate that was there, Dave Henaway, still not happy with you Ironside. So I don't know what's going on there, mate.
Yeah. My shout out is to our headline act, Nems, leaving us and showing up on every other podcast but Rugby Heads. So, yeah, shout out, boys, miss you, boys, and we'll see you next time.
Love you all, boy.